I found a house. Thank you for all your help.
Yeah, wait, what? Where's the house?
What about me?
What does a realtor do?
Why do realtors hate FHA loans? I have so many questions about why realtors do the things they do.
Hi, y'all. Welcome to Hustle Humbly. It's Alyssa and Katie, and we are two top producing realtors in the Baton Rouge market.
We work for two different companies where we should be competitors, but we have chosen community over competition.
The goal of our podcast is to encourage you to find your own way in business.
So stop comparing yourself and start embracing your strengths. Hi, Alyssa.
Hey, Katie.
Today is episode number 130.
Okay.
What your clients are Googling.
Google.
What do they want to know on the Google machine? What are the interwebs telling them that maybe you want to step in there and tell them first? So that's what we're going to do. I wish I could remember what website I went to or how I got there, but you can basically type in a search term and it will tell you everything that is being, like the top things that are being Googled about that search term. So we did Realtor.
And we want to see what the public is Googling about realtors.
Yeah, we need
a little insight into their head. What do they not know and are too afraid to ask, and they would rather just go to Google?
Yeah, because you want to be the resource.
Yeah.
Not Google. You want to be there.
Take the authority and answer the questions up front.
Agree. So, do.
The flip report.
I don't want to talk over you.
Everything is fine.
Still fine?
Still fine.
Okay, just fine. I feel like that's the name of this flip. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Went by this morning and the trench has been put back around the house.
Did he still have the dirt there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I called him a few hours in. I must say he works quickly.
He works too fast.
Too fast. Like, I was planning on going by the house after I sent him the report. And within hours, he had the whole house trenched and the driveway broken up.
I mean, you know,
The driveway is put back together. It doesn't look good. Anytime you make a concrete patch, it's not going to look good. But you know what? It didn't look good before. It doesn't look good now, but there's no cracks now.
Which part of the driveway was it?
I'll post a picture. But just the end of the driveway. Now, keep in mind, I caught him before he kept going.
Because that could have been thousands of dollars.
Yes.
Of concrete.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
He put the dirt back in the trench. And luckily we had some rain. So it kind of just settled everything. It doesn't look as bad as I thought that it would.
Okay.
He will now have to do some more brick painting along the bottom because there is more brick exposed than, like there was before.
Got it.
The electrician. So I will say when I got my inspection report, I just told my inspector, just go and send me the report. I didn't go.
Right.
And when I saw all of the electrical things, I was kind of like, eek, seems like a lot, but it wasn't. I had my electrician go by and I have to say, he called me and said, "Did you flip this house?"
Oh.
I said, "I did." And he said, "It's amazing."
Wow.
I was like, I needed that. Thank you so much.
That is
my gosh.
Yep, there's a good affirmation.
It came at the right time. So he is just going to handle, there's some loose wires, some open splices. The house didn't have smoke detectors.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't even think about it.
Whoops.
But he's going to put them all where they need to go.
Or an outlet in the master bathroom for the record.
Yeah, there was no outlet in the master bathroom. There will be an outlet in the master bathroom.
Okay.
I actually need to make sure
Hold please.
There.
She's got to shoot a quick text.
And so he is just finishing up, and that's the last thing. And I will have photo. It's getting cleaned.
Were you like, stop touching it? Tomorrow morning it's getting cleaned.
It's getting cleaned.
Okay, that's it.
Yes.
Don't touch anything.
Now, we have a winter storm coming through. So
Are you dripping the faucets? What are you doing?
I guess I need to go do that.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you want to, or are the pipes exposed? Like,
They're all in the slab. It's not like raised, but
right. But what usually
should I turn the heater on?
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Okay.
Turn the heater on and open the cabinets.
Cabinets?
Because the piping is like to the sink is underneath there and the cabinets stay cold. If you open it up, the heat will this is not official advice, but I think that helps. Also, wherever the water main comes in, that's the one you usually have to wrap.
Okay.
Or drip, but I hate for you to drip with it being vacant.
I know.
Because just last episode, we talked about what happens when you run water and you're not paying attention.
Right. Okay. I'm sorry.
So, no, take your time.
I'm typing.
Jay will just cut all this out while I look up the toast for... I sometimes...
Sorry,
here's a hot tip, everybody. If you'd like to make a toast, always you can DM or email it. And please tell us your full name and your location. Sadly, sometimes people do not have their full name or location in their Instagram profile. So I can't tell.
You think 65 heater for the heater?
Yeah, that'll run it.
Yeah.
This is a real
coming at you flip report. My electrician is at the house.
It's live.
Right now.
This report is live.
Right now. The electrician is at the flip report. I mean, at the flip house.
We should get him
And I just texted him.
We need to get him a shirt.
Yeah. Do.
The flip report. Okay. That's it?
Yep.
The end.
Yeah, the end.
Okay, so the cleaners are coming, though.
The cleaners are coming in the morning. I was going to schedule photos for tomorrow, but just the weather is so weird. Might just wait till Monday for photos and then list it Tuesday? Wednesday? My gosh, it's going to happen.
This is so exciting. We need a minute-by-minute assessment of what happens after it's listed.
Okay. I'm just so nervous.
We're all so invested and nervous.
Tanner's like, I feel like you keep dragging this out. You probably told him to go, like, bust up the concrete.
You're like, because I don't know what to do after this.
Procrastinating. You don't want it to hit the market. But no, I do. I am feeling like the seller urgency to list before rates go up.
They're going up all the time.
I know. I'm feeling the urgency.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm writing this. We're a mess today.
Yeah,
you're thinking. I can see you in your head.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
it's all becoming real. You know,
deep breaths.
Now I have to get through home inspections.
Well, you've already done an inspection, so it should be fine.
I know.
And the driveway isn't cracked anymore.
Oh man, why does it look like that? Okay.
Okay, great. All right, you're gonna read us some of these.
That concludes.
The flip report.
Do. Okay, so we Googled what are people Googling about the word realtor.
That's correct.
I will say that a lot of it has to do with commission and fees and how we work.
Okay.
Which just lets us know that the majority of realtors are not doing a good job explaining to the public how we get paid.
How does it work?
They don't know. They have no idea.
No clue.
Another question that came up a lot, so much so that I looked it up and have some information to share with you.
I can't wait.
Is where did the term realtor originate from?
Great. Can we just start with that?
Yes. Where did we come from?
Please tell me.
In 1916.
Okay.
The coin was termed to...
The term was coined.
The term was coined.
Not the coin was termed.
Oh.
The term was coined.
The term was coined in 1916.
Okay.
To name the people that were members of the National Association of Realtors, which are supposed to be set apart as professionals.
Okay.
Professional real estate agents. Charles Chadbourne.
Do you know Charles?
Realtor. You know Charles from 1916. The reason that it is OR at the end of Realtor is because he basically took real estate and in Latin, instead of adding ER to make something a noun, you add OR.
Okay.
So like we have roofer.
Okay.
Is you just add ER to the end of roof. And now you have a person who does something. Runner. You just add ER.
Wow, I have never thought about this.
Yes, you just add ER and it makes it
podcaster.
Someone who does something. Yes, podcaster, anything. But in Latin, instead of ER, they use OR.
Okay.
And Charles was Latin. So he coined the term Realtor.
Okay.
And that is where Realtor comes from. It is a person who does or sells real estate.
Now, I would like to add in my biggest pet peeve.
I'm ready.
In the history of
Realtor.
There's no A. It's not 3 syllables. Real tour.
Realtor.
Realtor.
That is how you pronounce
It
our
is
profession.
fine if the public mispronounces it,
Yeah, it
but
is.
nothing will make me crazier than when another realtor pronounces it realtor. And we have had a past guest who said it like 6,000 times.
Realtor.
And I was like, oh, I don't know. It's like nails on a chalkboard to me.
know,
Like,
I
I
know.
just can't handle it. It's not,
Realtor.
because they're adding in letters. It's not just that your dialect is different or that like our accents are different. That's not a letter in the word.
Yes.
Anyway, okay, moving right along.
So now you know where we originate from, 1916.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Love it.
And not all real estate agents are realtors.
Right, because you have to belong to the board of realtors,
Yes, the National Association.
which is holding you to a higher level of ethics.
correct.
Okay.
Okay, so whenever we have this sheet showing the YouTube
Show it to him.
where the middle is the word that is in the Google search and what are people Googling about it.
Yep.
So Katie ran this and it has realtor. And then it
Look at the shape of the realtor, though. Is it? What is it doing?
He's looking in the
At
mirror.
his phone? He's looking in the mirror. This is the most vain person.
yes.
Y'all have got to see this.
And it's based on these questions.
Right.
Who, where, can, what, will, which, why, when, are, how. We are not going to do will because we realize that it's like Will Smith, realtor.
Right.
Will Johnson, realtor.
Yeah.
It's all people's names. So
The
for
only
most
one
part,
that wasn't a name was, will a realtor help find a rental?
okay, yeah, and that
either way.
actually came up elsewhere.
Okay, great. Carry on.
So let's start with what do you want to start with?
Who?
Who? Okay, I did cross out some.
That's fine.
Realtors who specialize in investment property.
Okay.
Realtor who rents houses. Realtor who works with bad credit. Realtor who finds rentals. And then my favorite, realtor who fell video.
Right. So, okay. First of all, I think that what we understand here is that in this case, the public is trying to find a realtor that will help them do what they want.
Something specific.
It's pretty tough to find sometimes an agent that will do rentals or like one of the other questions. Did you say this one? Realtor who accepts Section 8?
oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, a realtor doesn't accept Section 8.
Right.
The landlord would have to accept, but they don't know that, right? So they think that you are the one doing that. But I think realtor who rents houses, a lot of these are about rentals.
Yes.
It's hard to find an agent who is a realtor that is doing rentals. I'm sure some markets that's more common than others. I find ours is a lot of buy owner, right?
What do you feel like you get questions from the public about things that you don't really do? I have gotten Section 8 questions before.
Sure.
Like on phone duty, they call and they say, hey, do y'all work with Section 8 housing?
Yes. I get them more though. On occasion, I will take a rental listing for an investor client. So I will help them get a tenant in place. Then you get a lot of those questions because they are seeing you out there on Zillow or wherever with a rental property.
Yes.
Okay. But not like in general. It's not like constantly someone's calling me to ask if I do rentals. But it's good to know that they're trying to find, and if you need a niche.
There are a lot of Google searches in relation to realtors working rentals.
Yeah.
Because the public just doesn't know.
And I think maybe that's an underserved market.
It is an underserved.
So
it's hard work.
These people are looking for a rental and no one's there to help them. And then you've got to call, just like if you're a buyer, if you didn't have an agent, you had to call all these different apartment complexes or all these different rental units, or like you keep calling, it would be great to have one person guiding you, right?
Yeah.
So maybe, like I said, good niche possibly.
So moving on to the where category.
Tell us where they are.
Besides where to get a realtor license,
Okay.
the most of the questions were commission based.
Oh.
Where does the realtor get paid from? Where do realtor fees come from?
Okay.
Where does real estate commission come from?
Where does
These
the
are
money
top-
come from?
This is what they're asking.
Where is
These
the
are
money?
the top searches right here. This
Okay.
is what the public is Googling. They do not understand how we get paid.
Where do babies come from? Like, where does the money come from? Oh my God, it makes me
But I
think.
don't understand.
It makes me think about that meme, or where they're using the the Schitt's Creek clip where they're like the tax deductions. Oh, it's a write off. Well, who writes it off? The write off people. It's like it's a write off, but who writes it off? So so basically, where does the commission come from?
Correct.
So if you happen to be just a member of the public and not an agent, let us tell them.
Tell them.
Where does the commission come from? The way our market is currently structured, and I have my opinions on thinking this will change sooner than later, a listing agreement typically covers the commission that is shared between the buyer's broker and the seller's broker.
Right.
Right? So whatever the total commission is, they split it up between them. That's where the money comes from. So technically speaking,
The seller.
it's the seller who's paying the commission, right?
Yep.
The rule did just change in 2021, I think from NAR. You can no longer say as a buyer's agent that you work for, air quotes, free.
We do not work for
You
free.
don't work for
Nobody
free.
works for free.
Someone paid that money. Where did the money come from?
The public wants to know.
It came from the seller.
Yes.
That's where the money came from. So no one's working for free. You cannot tell people that you work for free. You don't work for free.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to say that anyway.
People use that as their tactic to get buyers, though.
I know.
It's not a cool tactic.
But it also belittles your profession.
right? Like, I work for free.
I work for free. You don't have to pay me.
Also, this brings up the point that a lot of times when you put, not even just putting that out there, buyers sometimes will think that think that your office is paying you some type of salary, right? Like you're getting paid from your office. That is not the case. Make sure that your clients are aware and understand that you're being paid at the time of sale.
Well, that's how you lose clients, is when they do not understand
Right.
what is happening in the process or how it works. They would never hurt you on purpose.
No.
But if you're not educating them on how the process works, they could make decisions that they don't understand.
Yeah, like when they send the email and they're so excited. I found a house. Thank you for all your help.
Yeah. Wait, what? Where's the house?
What about me? Where is my money coming from?
And it kind of goes back to when we've talked about if you find yourself getting upset about something or frustrated about something, or a client that is not adhering to how you work, have you even explained to them, have you taken the authority in the situation to say, hey, this is how this works.
Right.
If you see a for sale by owner, let me make the first call. They don't know if you don't tell them.
They don't know.
And if they don't know, then they will take to Google.
They're going to ask Google. Look, there's a chance they're going to ask Google either way.
Yes.
But at least have put it out there where they maybe don't need to. And maybe then they'll just take your word for it.
Because Google may give advice that you wouldn't give.
Good. Right. Also, you can't be sure. It's not like they're vetting every Google response.
No.
You know, people don't really fact check these days. You be the facts. Okay, what's next?
We're going to move on to can. Lots of cans. Can a realtor work part-time? Can a realtor represent both buyer and seller? Can realtor commission be negotiated? Can a realtor sue a buyer? Can the realtor represent seller and buyer? Second time that came up. Can a realtor represent two buyers? I don't know what that would be.
On the same property?
Can realtor fees be negotiated? Can realtor pay closing costs?
Oh.
So again, a lot of questions about money.
Let's do some.
Okay,
I liked these. Can a realtor work part-time?
fine, sure.
Yes, you can.
You can.
Mother, may I? You can do it.
Yeah.
Do I recommend it?
Not so much.
Not so much. Hey, Alyssa.
Hey, Katie.
Guess what?
What?
We have updated the email templates.
Finally.
Whoa, hallelujah. They are updated and there are more of them.
Yes, we have 10 buyer templates,
Right?
15 seller templates,
Mhm.
as well as a checklist for when to send all the emails at what point in the transaction.
Yes, so you don't have to guess when they go. It's very specific. This happened now, then you send this email. So
This is what they need to know.
this is what they need to know right now. Also, there are 6 attachments that go along with some of the seller side. So like move out checklist and showing prep or all that stuff. So there's all the information you will ever need to tell your clients in one of these templates.
Yes, and if you still aren't sure, you can go back and listen to episode 31, where we talk about the importance of the templates and why we use them.
Like, what are we even doing?
So we hope that they help you because they have helped us so much.
Immensely.
And we have gotten so many wonderful reviews about how they have helped others. And so now they are up to date and ready for you.
Yeah, and you can go read reviews and all the information at emailtemplates101.com.
Lovely.
How easy is that?
Great.
Okay, y'all enjoy.
Bye.
Can Realtor represent both buyer and seller? Depending on your state.
Oh, yeah. In Louisiana, you can.
In Louisiana, you can. Do I recommend it? Probably about the same as the part-time situation. In certain cases, it's fine.
Yeah.
Do I think
It's not a
there's-
problem unless there's a problem.
But that's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
You can't wait and do it and then have a problem. That's when you get sued.
Yeah.
So, best to maybe look. And the biggest listing I ever got, one of the linchpins to getting that listing was when he asked a question about dual agency. I told him that I wasn't really comfortable with it and I tried never to do it because I want to be loyal to the one party. And that is how I got that listing.
Interesting.
Just a little side note. Okay. Can realtor commission be negotiated?
Yes.
Yes, I'm sure Google said yes.
Yes.
Google may have its opinions on how much it should be negotiated. I don't know. Can a realtor sue a buyer?
Anybody can sue anybody.
True story.
And, I serve on our board, so I see people
all the things.
going, everywhere. The
Okay.
things that,
Yeah.
surely. Lots of lawsuits in the real estate world, which is why it's important to have systems in place and run it like a business.
So that, right. So you can prove you did the right thing and that you did the same thing every time. Okay. Can a realtor, we already did that one. Can a realtor represent 2 buyers?
I don't know why that's a common Google search.
I don't know either. On the same property is all I could think. Like, can you represent 2 buyers on one property?
I don't know.
Anyway, can realtor fees be negotiated? Yep. And can a realtor pay closing costs? I mean, I guess, right?
Why would
you do that?
I would say the answer to that would be no, this is not a common practice. That would be like,
Right.
Can my doctor pay for my surgery? Similar. Can my dentist pay for my crown?
Well, I guess, is this like a way that they're trying to get kickback? Get like a commission rebate? I don't know. Do you have people asking you for that in this
Never.
market? Me neither.
Never. I've
So
never
I'm
had anyone
very
ask me to pay.
confused. Yeah, like my the other realtor said they would give me back 1%.
Right.
What?
Which I think is illegal. You can't do kickbacks.
I don't think so. All right, move on to what?
What are realtor fees?
What are they?
What realtor has a blue sign?
Oh.
What realtor sold this house? What is the meaning of realtor? What realtor should I use? What realtor has a hot air balloon? What does a realtor do?
Wait, that's so good. Okay, first of all, this is a great one. If the general public, and I mean of all the people using Google, is asking repeatedly what a realtor does, we're doing a terrible job.
Terrible.
Of getting the word out on the street of what it is that you actually do.
Yep.
What do you do? There's nothing wrong with you saying, I do this list of things. You should easily be able to make the list.
Correct.
I've seen articles. This is so dating me. I remember this article in the newspaper. It was in black and white, printed up. And it was like 153 things agents do during a transaction. I'm like, yeah, I read the thing. I'm like, sure do all those things.
Yep, this is
all those
accurate.
things. All of them.
Very accurate.
So make sure that they know what you do. What else was in the what section? The meaning of realtor, I think we've already covered that.
I think it's funny that they search by branding They
Yeah.
remember the sign, but they don't remember the company name.
Right.
That's why I always said if I did ever switch companies, I just don't think I'd be doing a big to-do announcement necessarily. I think I would.
I have an opinion on this.
Okay.
I don't think I would either.
Yeah, I think I'd
Guess
just do
what?
it.
Great news. I'm now at ABC Realty. Hooray.
Yes.
Why?
I know it. Because I would bet if I polled 100 of my past clients,
Yeah.
I don't think half of them
Could say what you
could say what company.
Because kind of weirdly, your branding did change just because it's no longer called CJ Brown. It's now called Ladder and Bloom, which
Yes.
was always the parent company.
Yes. So my company was technically CJ Brown, a Ladder and Bloom company, because
Right.
every time Ladder and Bloom buys a company, they were letting them keep their local
operate as
name.
their name, okay.
But then they bought too many companies and it got to be too much to keep up with. So
Right.
they said, look, guys, we're just
Party's
changing.
over.
Yeah, party's over. We're changing it all to Ladder and Bloom,
We
which
own
I
you.
was thrilled with.
Right.
So my company didn't get bought out, but a lot of people
The
were doing
branding
these.
changed.
The branding changed, and there was all these big announcements going out.
I know.
I never said a thing.
So I had another agent, and I saw on Instagram, she did a poll. Can you tell me what brokerage I work for? Because they were about to change. The vast majority of their actual client base, sphere, followers couldn't even tell them what brokerage they were at.
Wow.
And they were going from like a franchise to a more boutique local brokerage. It doesn't matter to the consumer. Yes, 1 in 10 consumers might say, oh, you're a Remax agent? Well, I know Remax. It's a recognizable brand.
Yes.
That makes me feel
You have the hot air
confident in
balloon.
you. You've got the balloon.
I have always liked the balloon.
I did like having the balloon, but I did not love red, white, and blue. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just stuck with these red, white, and blue. Just like, give me
Yeah.
some brown.
I know. I was
Ugh.
CJ Brown with a brown
It's
logo.
like a brown splotch.
Yeah, it was
terrible.
It was bad.
No,
I was
thank you.
happy about my navy Ladder and Bloom.
You're like, woohoo!
fresh.
But the point is that the consumers, the public, and specifically your sphere, if you're working repeat referral,
They don't care.
they don't care. They care that you're going to show up and that you're going to help them. They know they have a relationship with you. They know, like, and trust Alyssa, not they know, like, and trust Ladder and Bloom. They don't know. Okay. That was a side note. Shall we do why?
Yes.
Please.
Why do realtors do open houses?
I have so many questions about why realtors do the things they do.
Why do they do this?
Why? Why do they do this? Don't you know?
I know.
I'm going to type it into Google and see what happens.
I don't fully understand this question. Realtor, why choose me?
know.
Is it a realtor saying why you should choose me as your agent? Or is the buyer like, why would the realtor work with me?
What realtor? Why choose me? Oh, I don't know.
Why choose me? I don't,
Like a list of reasons why you might choose that particular agent.
Yeah.
If you're interviewing.
yeah, maybe like interview questions.
Sure.
Why are realtor fees so high?
Mhm.
Why is the realtor.com estimate so low? Why is realtor capitalized?
Ooh.
Why are realtor commissions so high?
Yeah, and then when I typed it into my personal Google machine, I also got, because I'm a realtor, so I guess the search history is different. Why do realtors hate FHA loans? I don't, for the record, I don't hate them. Why do realtors charge so much? That's the same one. Why do realtors hate Zillow? Why do realtors remove listings? Why do realtors recommend lenders? Like, there is a slew.
Of questions.
Oh, why do realtors change companies?
Oh.
Anyway, carry on. So what are some of the whys that stand out to
I
you?
think why are realtor fees so high? Obviously, anytime something comes up more than once. But I have my broker word it before that you're keeping 95, 96% of your proceeds subject to whatever you negotiate.
Right.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
So they focus on the number that they're not getting
Okay.
instead of what they're getting.
I see. Flip it around.
Flip it around. Like you could say at closing, you get 90 something % of your proceeds.
Right.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Sure is.
Semantics.
Yes.
Okay.
And like if you're ever negotiating, you're not negotiating. I'm trying to be politically correct because you're not supposed to talk numbers. I think
I know you
is the
better not
rule.
start saying any numbers.
Yeah.
Like I've been to classes before where they said, you're charging 10 bales of hay.
or 5 apples or 10
Right.
apples or whatever.
Whatever it is.
But okay, let's say you're negotiating a 20% commission.
No. 20 bales of hay.
20 bales of hay. And they're like, no, I want 19 bales of hay.
Mm-hmm.
You're not negotiating 20 or 19.
Right.
You're negotiating
One bale of hay.
One is the difference.
Right.
Sometimes half
Right.
is the difference.
Right.
But it's not the total that they focus on. It's the little things.
Yeah, but what's funny? Why do realtors charge so much? Is it exactly in the same vein as what do realtors do?
Yes, we have got to be able to provide value to show the public what they are paying for.
Right. And y'all might not want to hear me say this because this is an opinion I'm coming to of late. As home prices increase drastically and suddenly, maybe the commission structures do need a renovation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, the house jumped up in value. Is it pacing to inflation for a salary kind of thing is my question.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what really does make sense? Just because it's always been done this way doesn't mean that it always has to be done that way.
Paying both sides.
Yeah, that's going to go away.
That's in discussion of changing.
I'm telling you, it's going away.
That is in discussion of changing. So be
and on
you
the
really
lookout.
have to be able to sell your services and explain what we do so that people don't have to take to Google to understand the value of using a professional realtor.
Yeah, don't let your clients Google.
Mm-mm.
Give them the info. All right, are we moving on to which?
We're moving on to which. Which realtor sells the most homes?
Ooh.
Which realtor should I choose? Which realtor site is most accurate? Which realtor has the lowest commission? Which realtor app is the most accurate? Which realtor gets the commission? Which realtor company is the best? Again,
Takeaways?
it's just this had more variety of questions in there. A lot of questions about apps they should be using, websites, how to choose a realtor, which one should I pick? How do I know what to do? What do you think?
Which realtor should I choose? Which realtor company is the best? I mean, these are all like, hey, I'm going to go and list my house. I have no point of reference. Maybe I don't remember the agent who sold it to me. And now I'm like, well, who's supposed to sell it?
Yeah, these are people searching that have no recommendations or referrals.
No.
They have no idea where to start.
Right.
They're starting with Google.
I love that several of these are also which realtor site is most accurate.
Mm-hmm.
So where are we getting the best information? Obviously, the consumer wants to go to the place where they're getting quality information.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know that I have any like real takeaways of how you deal with that, but I think it would be good. And I have many times said to my clients, okay, well, if you want the most current information, maybe you choose realtor.com that updates from the MLS every 15 minutes.
Right.
Maybe you don't want to go to XYZ website that only updates once a day.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you need of the minute information, that's where you're going to go. Or maybe you don't want to go to the Z Word because they're notorious for having expired, withdrawn, sold listings still populating in their database. Although I think they're improving.
Mm-hmm.
But, making the public aware, you do this every day. You know what comes up with your clients. I'm sure you've had a client that kept saying, well, I saw this house on Zillow.
Yes.
House is not available. Well, I saw this. There's no secret listings.
No, they all pretty much, and that goes to just educating the buyer,
Right.
And having some sort of buyer email that goes to them with rules, explaining the websites. I think ours has that on there about,
It does.
Which websites to use, and it's really just the one that you find the easiest.
Well, right, because user interface is important. Are you comfortable? And then go find a human to help you with your home value. Like,
yes,
please. There is no website that you should be going to find your home's value. There, I said it. There is none.
There's not.
There's not. None of those websites, no matter
it all
how good
together
they are,
and
have been
do
in
an
your
average.
home.
Yeah.
They don't have a clue about what you did. No.
Mm-hmm.
Find a human. But I think that it's good to note all of these things are excellent ideas for your social media content. Mm-hmm. If you do not know what to talk about or how to show your value, You can just get this list of questions and hit them one by one.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
It's just that simple. Well, today I'm going to tell you, what app is most accurate. You can probably go find numbers.
Yeah, just do some research.
Okay.
That's a great idea for content, though. Because look at all these questions.
Limitless content. Limitless.
So much. Okay.
We're going on to when.
Oh, yes.
Are we on when?
Yes. When Realtor represents the buyer and the seller.
A lot of questions about that.
Realtor when buying new construction. Realtor when building a home. Realtor when buying a home. Realtor when renting. When does Realtor get paid? So these are the questions they have. That's interesting because they don't know about new construction to have representation.
Yeah. And they also are probably worried about it as a buyer. Do you have to pay it up front? When do you get paid? Like, what's happening?
They don't understand.
They definitely don't understand new construction there.
And then they're worried that they're going to have to pay more for the house if you're there.
Right.
So educating them.
Educating is huge. I think the funny thing about the public, a lot of times they think that they're circumventing the commission and they accidentally end up in a dual agency.
Yes.
Where the agent for the builder's neighborhood ends up really representing both sides and is still getting a full commission amount.
No discount.
No discount. So what did you ended up with representation you didn't really choose, and you didn't get any kind of discount, but you didn't ask. You just assumed. Don't assume. It's a lot of money to assume with.
Yeah, you need to know, but they're scared to ask, clearly.
Right.
So
or they
they're
don't know
going
to
to
ask,
Google.
Right.
Yeah.
They just think, okay. Shall we move on to R?
So almost all of these have to do with fees.
Shocker.
And how we get paid.
Shocker.
Are realtor fees included in closing cost? No.
Well, yeah.
They say that as seller closing costs right now, they're lump summed in there.
Yeah.
But the buyer may think that
It's
when
part
they
of theirs.
ask the seller to pay closing costs that they're, yes. So-
Also, you got to think about, too, sellers get really confused when they said they weren't going to pay closing costs, and then all of a sudden their closing costs. I'm like, but those are yours.
right. Realtor closing costs right now
you
are
gotta pay
seller.
these.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Are realtor fees tax deductible?
Oh.
Are realtor fees negotiable? Are realtor fees included in capital gains? Are realtor fees part of closing costs? Are realtor fees deducted from capital gains? Are realtors self-employed?
I don't know the CPA questions, but that is a great question.
It is considered a cost with selling your home.
Okay.
So the money that you pay a realtor is deducted from your gain.
Okay. They're only reporting what you actually walked
Your
away
profit.
with. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So yes.
Are realtors self-employed? Very much so.
Yes. Yes.
I can show you my insurance bill. It's very scary. Okay, what else in that one? Lots of fees talk again.
Yes, and maybe they don't think they could ask their realtor tax questions.
Well, that's wise.
So you
Ask
should
your
go
tax
to your CPA, yes,
professional.
and just make sure that. And with capital gains, every situation is different. How
Yeah.
long have you owned the home? How much are you making? So, yeah. Good.
Okay.
But they're Googling a lot of questions about money, probably because money is
Hard to talk about.
hard to talk about. People
love
feel
it.
uncomfortable talking about money.
In the buying and selling template, at the end of it says, I know that these money conversations can be difficult, but I'm here to
Help you.
help you. It's okay.
Acknowledge to your clients that if they have questions about money, y'all can talk about it.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to do how?
This is the last one.
Ah!
How realtor fees work? They don't know. How realtors get paid? They
Oh,
don't
my
know.
word. They have no clue.
They don't know. How realtors work? They don't know.
Okay. No. Mm-mm.
How realtor commissions work? How realtor commissions are split?
Oh, shocker.
How realtor commissions are calculated? How realtor fees are calculated? How to become a realtor?
Look, after all that, still people are like, how do I do it?
How do I do this?
I want to do it.
Yeah.
This sounds fun. How do I become a realtor?
Well, I think it was just good to get a little,
That's total insight into the consumer brain.
yes, and
Right?
what they are thinking, what they don't know, what they're scared to ask.
I mean, that's just peeking right inside.
yeah.
Yeah, you always Google the things you're afraid to ask 1st. You're like, oh, I'm just going to go to Google. I don't want to talk about money to my agent. Or
So-
maybe they don't trust.
And just making sure that your email templates that you're using cover these questions and that you're doing net sheets for clients.
Oh my gosh.
This is huge.
Net sheet is a non-negotiable.
They have got to know how
Where
to
does the
figure
money
out
come
what they're
from?
making.
Where is it going? What's happening? And I think that maybe where we fall off the most is in explaining it to buyers, because sellers, it's easy. You have to tell them when you list. I mean, we have to talk through the money stuff because you got to agree to the amount.
Yeah.
But buyers.
But even with electronic signature now,
I know.
there are still buyers out there that just sign and don't understand what they're reading. I had a younger buyer, seller recently at closing be shocked that she was paying commission. And
You're a seller?
my seller, I've never had this happen before.
What did you do?
I said, thankfully, I referenced back at the listing appointment where we discussed it.
Okay.
And then I screenshotted her 3 different emails where I sent her
The net?
the net sheet showing that it was right there. And then she was like, oh, okay. And I'm like, but I'm upset because you're so upset. I don't know how more I could have helped you. It's been in writing. And if you don't have it in writing, y'all, that's what saved me. And
Yeah.
that's why she wasn't upset with me. And I thought she would hate me forever, but she ended up referring clients to me after the fact. So she wasn't upset with me, but she just, I mean, it was plain as day
It
several
just,
times.
escaped her.
Yeah. And she's smart. So
Wow.
I don't know what happened. She signed the listing agreement. We talked about it in person. I have all these email references where I showed her the net sheet. So it goes to show if you are not doing a net sheet with your clients, you are putting yourself at risk.
Yes. You don't want to have to fight for it after the fact.
No.
It was hard enough to
And
fight for it on the
she was
front end.
doing fine. It wasn't like it was she just thought she was going to be doing a little finer.
Right. You're like, no, someone else here I did a lot of work.
Yeah. What did you think?
I got to get paid.
And she admitted at the end, she was like, I don't know what I thought.
Like, who pays?
Yeah.
Who pays?
Yeah.
Google. Who pays
What did
the
you
commission?
think this was?
She just thought you liked her.
I don't know.
Felt like selling a house.
But when she was confused, panicked and thought, did I not send the emails? I have all the documentation. She responded to those emails. I have it in writing. So I felt
Better.
good. I felt good
I
about
know,
what
but
I had
You never
done.
want anyone to be confused. So
No.
all of this to say, it is good to put information out there, provide more information, and don't assume just because you one time said or posted, do it over and over again.
Yep.
Be a broken record. Be that resource that tells people what, because believe me, your sphere and your database would prefer to hear from you the answers to these questions.
They would feel a
Than
lot
Google.
better.
They trust you already. Just tell them.
I've even started, so we have like the pre-listing email template that has the net calculations. What I have gotten to where every time I receive an offer on a listing, I copy and paste that formula when I email them the offer.
Yeah.
Showing like
What it was before.
Reminder that now that we actually have an offer, you can plug in these numbers. What do I owe? What do I owe on my house? What do I owe here? So I've especially since that situation where she didn't understand, I've been sending it several times throughout
Right.
the transaction. So
Cover it. Cover your bases. Okay, are you ready for a toast?
yeah.
Great. Okay. Today's toast is from, oh, I hope I don't butcher this name. I'm going to make you say it.
Okay. And I didn't even get to read it before.
No, I'm just going to make you say the name.
I know, but
Well, I don't know.
you got to look at it. Yasmary Rosello?
Sure.
Yasmary Rosello?
I feel like you're calling her down to the Price is Right. Yasmary?
Yasmary?
that
Yasmary
you?
Rosello? I like that name.
It's a beautiful name. Okay. Yasmary is going to toast to Michaela Wissinger. Hopefully I got that right. She would love to toast to Michaela. She absolutely crushed her first year as an agent. She's the definition of fierce, hardworking, perseverance, resilient, goal-crushing, and just simply an amazing human. She's such an inspiration. So cheers to Michaela. Thank you to Yes Mary.
I like that.
I know, that was great. So awesome. We've been hearing lots of good first year stories.
Yeah.
So that's wonderful. So everyone, happy Googling and, get out there and spread the information.
Yeah, you be the answers.
You be the answer. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Your bye was so
Bye.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much for tuning in to the Hustle Humbly podcast. Let us know who we should toast to for the next episode.
Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Hustle Humbly Podcast. If you have an episode, topic, or question, please email us at hustlehumblypodcast@gmail.com.
Be sure to subscribe to the podcast and leave a review. See you next week. Bye.
This is the good life.